It's time for Declare Your Independence with Ernest Hancock.
I'm back! Yeah, we're back here on Declare Your Independence with me, Ernest Hancock, here in Phoenix, Arizona, from the BEA beautiful studios of Freedoms with an S, freedomsphoenix.com here at the farm. Well, I tell you, we're just finishing up the e-zine we got for this month of August, and it's really coming together very nice, very nice. I'm like, yeah, let's make sure we get about 50 pages of kind of good, boom, we're back up over to 80 again. Because it's digital, because I can. I go, that would be, yeah, put that into, and that will trim that and do it, and you can't, but it's all full of good. Now, what I originally was going to be talking to Peter Schiff about is he wrote an article that was talking about the rise of the barter economy. And what got mentioned in there was our wallet voting, our silver cards of Nick and Drew and them doing that. What is this coin worth.info? And that really just took off at PorcFest. And he had a column that mentioned it and talked about it, and you could see this is the future. And this was a really good example of how this could, be implemented. So we were going to, of course, talk about that, and then the stock market dropped 350 points a day. I think we'll talk about that, Then, but let me tell you what was going on in my head. Over the last week, they're doing the puppet show, ouch, quit it. And, of course, Peter Schiff, made it clear, look, everybody knew they were going to extend the debt ceiling. They'll scream at the left and the right, and and it's all about being able to change and do whatever the heck it is that they wanted to do. And let me tell you what they want to do. One, you're going to be hearing a lot more. You haven't heard a lot about it yet, but you're going to. I mean, it's going to be crises after crises that they say they need a Fifth Amendment, an Article 5 Constitutional Convention. Got to have, all our problems will be solved if we had a Constitutional Convention. If we don't get a Constitutional Convention, we're going to have these problems over and over. This would solve. If we would just do that, that'd solve everything, Constitutional Convention. All our problems been building up, and government bad, and you're right, and Tea Partiers, and coming, and everything, cure at Constitutional Convention. You do that, it's all over. You can kiss the Bill of Rights you'd buy. They already got a replacement for it. It's called the Constitution of the New States of America, Ford Foundation, Nelson Rockefeller, when he's president of the Senate. Look it up. Google. I mean, oh, and, I have a little bit about it in this month's magazine. Now, the thing was that I looked at and I go, look, everybody knows it's going to go up. So you have gold going up. It's over 1,600. Oh, my goodness. A year ago, that'll never hit 1,500. Now they're wondering if it's going to stay under 2,000 before the end of the year. So what happens is you have that going up. Well, if they extend the debt ceiling, would that stop it from going up? Would it go down? What would happen? Well, it goes to like 680-something. Gold went down. It went down. It plummeted down to 1,650. Big freaking deal. All right. So here you have, and silver's down to, I don't know where it was, probably around 40 still, 38 to 40 around in there. And it spiked up to 42 something, big deal. I know where the trend, and what did Peter say? What we all know. The trend is up. It's going to get out, because I remember where we first actually physically met Peter Schiff was at a Freedom Summit that we did in Manchester, New Hampshire, when the Free State Project first started. That was kind of our, kind of gift to them, give them some attention. We had a Freedom Summit there where Peter Schiff was one of the speakers, along with a lot of other great speakers. And Peter Schiff was get out of the U.S. dollar. You need to trade in other foreign stocks and foreign currencies and foreign anything but. The U.S. dollar is going to go down, man. It's all there, no ifs, ands, or buts. Now, this was 2005, I think. About 2005 summit. So this is 5-6 years ago. Well, nobody knew who Peter Schiff was back then. He was a lone voice in the wilderness, man. He was like, look, the fundamentals are, and this is going to happen. He really hammered on the housing thing, too, the subprime, and made a bunch of money on that for his clients. Well, everybody's got, anybody that rises to the top of the pedestal gets attention and makes some money, and then of course everybody else has got to say how bad he is. Well, he missed this and wrong on whatever. I don't keep track, don't care, but I am looking at, because I don't have enough money, I just buy silver. I'm a poor guy. So what happens was there were a lot of people in the audience that took him seriously started investing, and they made a bunch of money, of which have been, spread amongst the activists and saying, hey, thanks for keeping going and doing and whatever. And, we're making money on our unique libertarian knowledge of what's happening. So just to keep in good karma, we'll share helping free some minds. I mean, this is where the support comes for a lot of the stuff that does, a lot of the activists, from the Levolution on and all these different, there's people that because they know, they're insulated from a lot of the problems that are happening because they know. Get out of U.S. denominated assets because the dollar's going. So you want to see proof of that? You just look at from 800 and something to 60, double in just the past few years, gold prices. Does that mean gold all of a sudden went? No, it's the dollar's going down. What was silver? Like I bought most of mine down around $10, $13. It's at almost like 40, and they say, oh, it went down to 38. I'm going, yeah, I'm not feeling like it went down. Know what I mean? So I'm going, all right. When they extend the debt, well, of course, immediately, we went, our debt went up more, and they spent more money, and what do you think was going to happen? But what happened was, all of a sudden, you would think, as the dollar, they're going to be there to pay back people that invested in our debt. What happened in the first couple of years, early part of the Reagan administration, the 30-year Treasury went up to 15-something%, so people would lend them money. Now, of course, there was no way they're going to be able to pay that back for any long period of time. So whatever they got to do, they drive it down. Now it's down to almost nothing. So why would anybody invest in the United States, the dollar no less, and give us money? They wouldn't. And like Peter was saying, he's going, look, I don't know anybody that is. I'm going, so why are the yields going down? So because Italy, what happened yesterday? Italy puts out debt instruments. They go, here's some bonds to buy. It goes 5%, 6%. It goes up because nobody would buy them, and they still had a failed auction because they didn't sell them all, and the ones they did sell had to be at a higher interest rate to pay back. So it's like, I need money. I need a new credit card. I'll pay 30% on. That's what's going on. So why is the U.S. Treasuries, why are they going down? Plummeting from almost 5 now into 3.7 or something. What? People are giving them money? Why would they give them money? What? We're a good credit risk? Heck no. So who's buying it? I talk to people that, are heavy into this. I mean, they understand the Fed, been visited and kind of know and whatever, and Ernie, you just don't understand, and blah, 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 blah. There's rules and regulations. I wish I had more time with Peter to delve into this more. And he just made a blanket statement. Look, they're just buying them. They're doing it through the Fed. They can do. You got to wait till you see balance sheet later. They'll hold it off forever. They'll hide it and whatever. They'll do it through some, Cayman Island, de la whatever. They're buying treasuries. Well, we always find out that they do that later. So I go to these people and I said, look, treasuries, who else would buy this? No, they can't do that. It would be illegal. They'd have to show it. I would see it. I'm going, seriously? How many times do these people got to lie before you know they're liars? Liars. So this is what's happening. In my, unofficial, I don't know squat opinion, somebody's buying the debt. And I say it's the Fed monetizing this thing. We're getting ready to go hyper. Yep. We'll be right back.